Yes, my business and social media profits. I believe so much in social media. Do you know why? Do you know why I believe so much in social media? Yes, because that's how I actually started. After my youth service in 2016, I didn't even know what to do. You know that confusion of, in fact, the only thing I did not try that period was opening a police station. Do you understand? That's the only thing I didn't try that period. And at a point, I started selling perfumes, skincare products, and all. And then I'm like, how do I sell these items? How do I sell these items? As at then, I was staying in Suleja, and my vicinity then, the people around there could not afford what I was selling. And it was a very big challenge for me. It was a very big challenge because I would stay like 1 month, 2 months, no sales. Just a young graduate. What do I do? What, as in fact, people who know me way back when I was still in school, I was never a social person. I was not a social media, but I was not a Facebook person. In fact, when they see me doing all the things I do on Facebook now, they come inbox and they're like, are you the one doing all of this? Because we know you. You know that kind of a thing. We know you. We know who you are. And you've changed a lot over the years. Why won't I change? You know, when situations comes like that, you have to take advantage of the best options that you have. Then I went into the online space, and then I started learning how I can reach people who actually need my product. I said to myself, these items are expensive, yes. There are people who don't mind. There are people who don't mind. Now, I'm having low sales, I'm not selling, I'm not meeting up to my sales expectation because I have not met those people. How do I meet them? That was how I got into the online space, and then I started marketing the product on social media. I took a lot of classes. Hey! When we talk about classes, anywhere they say they are learning, I will pay. That was how I got to know Emenike. I pay. If they say they are learning, I will pay. That was how I kept on, you know. I learned, in fact, I paid in dollars to gain knowledge. I remember then, there was no means of dollar transaction. I had to go and open a dollar account just so I could make payments in dollars so that I can gain knowledge in this social media space. And then I took my business online, put it up on Google. Before you know it, I started making sales. The first day when somebody called me, I was selling a perfume worth 25,000 naira as at then. One day somebody called me, hello, I need this perfume. The person just pointed 5. And then I'm like, hey, how will this thing? From online, pointed 5. I carried the perfume, I went, I delivered the product, he paid me cash. That was the day everything changed. I said, not like this? Is this how it works? He paid me cash. And then I said, so this person that paid me cash, there are people like him. And I don't have to stress myself, you know, trying to convince those who cannot afford what I am selling. I don't have that time anymore. I now focus on looking for those who can actually buy what I am selling. So I'm here telling you that social media is very profitable. The online platform is very profitable. In fact, it's the cheapest way for you to promote your business. Everyone doing business in this social media era are so lucky. Those who did business years back, they don't have this opportunity. Go and ask them what they pay to promote their business. Even till date, if you want to put up your advert on billboards, go and find out the amount. And you're not even guaranteed. You can't track the matrices. You can't track, for example, after this event, I can track the numbers of people that came in. I can track my results and then make decisions. But all those ones, like if you place an advert on newspapers, it's highly expensive and you can't even track it. But social media is open for everyone. So if you are not taking advantage of social media, at the end of this section, if your business is not on social media, at the end of this session, I need you to implement. That is just what I want for you. Implement from the lessons you are going to learn from here. So social media, today we'll be learning about the step-by-step guide for business owners. I'm glad everyone here are amazing business owners, beautiful businesses and all. So I've introduced myself before. I'm a social media marketer. Please take me back to that slide. I need to introduce myself. Yes, I'm a social media strategist as well, with over 5 years of hands-on experience. Like, I've worked for an agency, I've worked for business owners, I've worked for business owners who are in the diaspora as well. So I have hands-on experience in the social media marketing field. Right now, I focus on helping seven-figure business owners grow their business, double their business on the social media platform. And I also have a platform where I work with small business owners to make sure that their business is also growing on social media. You know, every big businesses you see today started from somewhere. It started from somewhere. So there is an opportunity for growth for every business. Please, the person knocking, give the signal so that they will know that. Okay, so there is an opportunity for every business to grow on the social media platform. Next slide. So today, we are going to be learning how you can build a strong online presence, how you can attract the right audience. Just like you were saying, you can be talking to people. If you're a business owner on social media, I want to tell you this. Don't be after fame matrices. What I call all those fame, after the people that would like, people that would, all those ones are also good, but don't chase that. Your focus should be on your the right audience, for you to attract the right audience. People who are going to pay you money. People who are going to pay for what you are selling. For me, I say this a lot. If you are selling a product or a service, your target should be for your focus should be on those who want what you sell and who can pay you. It shouldn't stop at they want what you sell. Oh wow, hey, they're happy, they would like and comment and all. That's why you're getting all those comments and all, and no result, no tractions and all of that. Your focus is on those who want what you sell and they can pay you. They can afford to pay what for your product or for your services. So today we'll also be learning on how you can turn your leads into paying customers, and then how you can grow your business long term. I hope you all have in mind that this business I am running, I want to run it for a long time. You can even pass it on to the next generation. When you build structures, when you have structures in place, you can pass on your business to the next generation. So don't have the mindset that you are going to do it for 1 year, 2 years and cash out, except that's your own. But for me, I'm here to build for a long time. So if you are here to also build for a long time, we'll also be discussing that as well. So let's dive in. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, building a strong online presence. You know, I see people make this mistake a lot. When they are about to launch out online, the first idea they have is to build a website. It's good. If you have money to do all of that, it's good. But having a website alone will not give you sales. I hope you know that. Yes, you need to have a means of sending traffic. Having a website alone is just like, it's like you renting a shop. You just rented a shop. That is what, your website is your store online. Do you understand? So having a website is just like you rented a store, but you don't have a strategy on how customers will be coming into that store. So that is what it means. That for a small business owner, that should not be your first approach. Social media presence is the key to attracting the right traffic. It is cheaper for you. It is, in fact, it is highly affordable for any business to attract customers and their paying clients on social media. So first thing you need to do, remember we are on the first step, building a strong online presence. You need to create a brand identity. Have an identity online. And what are your brand identity? First of all, your business name. Your business name is one of your identity. And if you have identified your business name and you've not registered it, it's time for you to take that step. Take that bold step and register it. Because you don't know when an opportunity will call for your business. You don't know when someone will just call and say, okay, there is a grant coming up and it's only registered business owners that can apply. And then you miss out. Why? Because you are not registered. So you have to put that in place. Your brand colors are also part of your brand identity, especially online. You have to be intentional about your presentation online. Then your logo, your brand voice, how do you want people to know you? Do you want to be the person that you know to be soft-spoken, or do you want them to know you do you want them to know you with high pitch and all of that? You identify your brand voice and then you focus on it. You also identify your brand story. Tell people story, how you started your brand. It's a vision that you carry. You can tell the story. The sweet thing about storytelling, telling stories about your brand, about your identity and all of that, people tend to connect with you easily from your story. When they hear stories about you, they tend to connect with you easily from that. So these are how the steps, the things you need to take note when you are creating an online presence. Number 2, you have to choose the right social media platform. Remember, we are talking about building an online presence, a strong online presence that will be beneficial to your business. Determine the right social media platform for your business. You need to sit down and do a SWOT analysis of your business and decide which platform is most suitable. What form of content can you create easily while you try to navigate on other forms of content? There are some people who can write. They can write a lot. Do you understand? So if you can write a lot, don't hold yourself back and say because you can't make videos, you don't want to open social media platform. No, there is room for you. Facebook is there, LinkedIn is there, Twitter is there, that's X. It's there. You can utilize that and start showcasing. Even on Instagram, you can share carousel slides. So first of all, you need to identify the platform where your customers are. Those are the steps you will take to choose the right social media platform. I recommend you build strong presence on 2 platforms. Strong presence on 2 platforms. But have your business should also be present in on different channels, because you don't know where your customers will meet you from. But make sure that you have a very strong identity. If it is Instagram, if it is Facebook, like me, I am more visible on Facebook. Instagram, little by little. But my main social media platform for now is Facebook. So I am shifting to Instagram gradually because of what I am building. I'm shifting to Instagram and LinkedIn. So do you understand? Now, when you identify your customers and then you know the kind of content you can create, you can now decide on the platform you want to focus and build that strong presence. We have Instagram, we have LinkedIn, we have YouTube. If you are very good at videos, why not? Utilize TikTok, utilize YouTube, make videos. But if you are so good at writing, while you learn to make videos, utilize your writing. Don't hold yourself back and say you are waiting for a good time to launch out. What do you want to launch out? Is it a missile? Is it bomb you want to launch out? Do you understand? So utilize your strengths first while you learn how to, go about how to navigate other platforms. But you must make sure that your business is also present on other social media platforms. Now, the next step is to set a professional profile. Hey, some people. Now, setting a professional profile, your profile picture has to be clear. I don't know why people use, in fact, you see someone, they will say that they are business owners. They don't have a profile picture. If you are the one, someone approach you, you people are taking business, social media to be one thing, one different thing. But it is the same way you do business physically. Imagine you are to sell to somebody physically and you cover your face to approach that person. They will call you Ojuju Kalama. Can you approach somebody with your face covered? No. Then why will you be doing business on social media and then you don't have a profile picture? It doesn't make any sense to me. So you have your professional profile picture, either your photo, a headshot of yourself or your logo. If you don't want to show your face, it's fine. Go and get a graphic designer to create a professional logo for you. And then use that logo as your identity. Okay? So the next thing is to have a compelling bio. Just the way you all introduce yourself to us physically. You should be able to tell us, when we come to your social media platform, on the bio, tell us what you do and who you serve and how you can serve them. What you do, who you serve, how you deliver to them, or possibly how they can contact you. A very clear and compelling bio is very important. And then actionable link. Just like I said, how they can contact you, they will click on it. On Instagram, you will see a link in bio. You can click on the link in bio. There are link trees, there is a main stack, different platforms that you can use to create several link in bio that can direct people to different products or different services that you have. So it is very important. Now, you can take it a step further. If you now have money for medium business owners and enterprise, we are talking about building a strong online presence. So for medium business and enterprise, you can now take it a step further by creating a website for your business that gets you results. Having a website is different from having a website that gets you results. Sometimes when I come across some website, I was like, this person, you're just paying money, and every year you keep on renewing, and the website is not giving you results. For the website to give you the result that you have, that you need, there must be clear messaging on that website. It must have a clear call to action. The website must be mobile friendly. Some websites only on desktop that you can access it. When you click on mobile, everything is scattered and all over the places. And then you should be able to use contact form. People should be able to click on the form and drop their contact details with you. Maybe by you providing them with one valuable information or the other. And then people should be able, you should be using automation tool on your website. If you have a website and you don't have automation set up on that website, I don't know what that website is doing there, honestly. So if you want to take it a step further in building a strong online presence, you have to also consider having a website for your business. Are we following?
Yes.
So now we just talked about online presence. Having a strong online presence is very important in growing your business. You cannot be running a business and then you decide to hide your face. It's not possible. So the next step for you to grow a profitable business on social media is to attract the right people. If you are not attracting the right people, it's like you are pouring water on rock. You will get so exhausted and you will get so frustrated that These are one of the things that makes you to give up. You push the business to a point and then you say, I don't try. I've tried all I can. It's not working. It's not working because you've not gotten your own community. You've not gotten the right audience. You've not gotten the right people for your business. That is why it's not yet working. Now, how do you know your ideal customer? I have a document, a well-detailed document. Please, can you help me get it? Please, Sam, please help me at the back. If you need the document, I can share it with you. It's just it's a worksheet, some questions you need to answer. By the time you're done answering those questions, you should know your ideal audience at the back of your palm. I should be able to wake you up and say, no, there's some piece of paper, some papers they printed. So look for the one that said ideal customers. So you should know your target audience at the back of your palm. Like if I should wake you up from sleep and say, this product that you are selling, you make what? Please remind me what you make pastries. These pastries you are making, who do you want to sell it to? You'll be able to tell me. Do you understand? So I have this worksheet. I can send it to you at the end of this presentation, at the end of the training, so you can print it out and sit down and answer the questions. By the time you are done, you'll be able to know the people you are talking to so that you can speak their language. If you don't speak their language, you won't attract them. Okay? You need to know them. First of all, who are they? You can give that your ideal audience, this target audience, give them a name. So give them a name. Give this ideal audience a name. You can say Chiamaka. Chiamaka. The name Chiamaka. How old is Chiamaka? That is where age comes in your target audience. How old is Chiamaka? You write. What is Chiamaka's gender? If your product is just for female, you write. If your product is children's product, you know that it's for male and female, you write. You identify them. Where is this Chiamaka staying? The people I want to sell, where do they stay? Abuja is generic. Where in Abuja do they stay? If you are selling real estate, where in Abuja, these people that I want to sell to, where in Abuja do they stay? You actually need these information when you are running sponsored adverts. So if you do your target audience very well, you will not have problem when you are running your sponsored advert because you know them. So you just put in these details and then you target them properly. You know them, you speak their language. When you are creating your content, you will attract them. Now, do they have children? Are they married? You ask them. You answer it. What is their occupation? What do they do? What industry are they in? How much are they earning? The person that is to buy my product, how much should the person be earning to be able to afford to pay me? So that you will not waste your time. What do they spend money on often? What is taking their money? Where do they shop? You need this information. What social media platform do they use? Remember I mentioned that when you are trying to build your online presence, you have to think what these people now, after you've identified what social media platform can I find good percentage of them? That is where you should be. That's where you should put more of your energy on. Then what are their hobbies? What do they like? You know this thing that like attract likes, right? You see, when you know your target audience to the point that you know their hobbies and you infuse their hobbies into your content, you will attract them. They will be drawn to you on their own. So all these informations, you need them because you also need them when you are creating your content. You don't want to be doing things. In fact, at the end of this section, I don't want anybody in this room to be on social media and doing things like uh, doing things like every other person. You have gotten the knowledge here. So the approach you take, the way you do things should be different from today. Now you're also going to find out, what do they really want? What do they want to achieve? That thing that they want to achieve, why is it important? You are selling a real estate. The person you want to sell to, what does the person want to achieve by buying that property? And why do they need it? Why is it important to them? How will their life improve? For example, for me, why is it important to them? I would say because growing their business, doubling their revenue, their business revenue, is very important to them. It will help them fund luxury lifestyles and help them travel, live the life of freedom that they want. Do you understand? So that thing that they want to achieve, how would it improve their life? You need this information. Trust me, when you start speaking their language, they will come to you. Now, what is their biggest challenge? Tie their biggest challenge to what you are doing. What is their biggest challenge? So what do you say you do? So, okay. So the person you want to sell to, what is the person's biggest challenge? That biggest challenge that, in fact, that is giving the person sleepless nights. If you are selling shoes, what is the biggest challenge people face? What are they struggling with? And how can your product or service solve it? Your target audience, what are they struggling with? You write. How can my product solve what is troubling them, that they are struggling? And then if you can go a step further, what have they tried? You can, in fact, do your analysis very well. If you do your analysis very well, there is no way you won't get the right. You will no longer struggle. You will be doing things at ease. I'm going to be asking you how. It's because you really understood how these things work. It's not a rocket science. People who are getting results, they don't have two heads. They just know what you don't know. And I'm glad you are here today to get the information that you need to take your business to the next level. Now you think about their buying behavior. What influences their buying decisions? Is it pricing? There are some people, pricing is not their problem. They don't have any problem with the price. As long as you can give them the guarantee that they will get the result they want. Why there are people that pricing is their problem, you think of it and you think of how you can approach that. If it is trust, if it is reviews, you provide them with all of that. Anything that you know that is going to trigger their buying decisions. So who do they listen to? Or who do they trust before making decisions? Some women, they will say they want to ask their husband. It's a lie. They are the ones that used to take decisions. Women, they will say they want to ask their husband. Okay.
Okay, so experience, like the kids stuff I started at some point, most of the parents, sometimes I have my perception, I think it's a social class thing. So within the school environment, the parents talk to each other and then they ask where do you get your kids stuff from. If you're buying from a big store, all of them have the tendency to flock that store and then that drives sales for that person. So sometimes it's a social class. Even having a school, some parents, there was an experience I had when I was still in Europe before I moved to Abuja. So I was supposed to work in a school, and the proprietress, the owner of the school, it's a new school. She was an administrator in one big school before, and then she decided to pull out of that school and start her own. When she wanted to start her own, she got the assurance from a couple of parents that they were going to put their kids from that school into a new school. Unfortunately, you know, for we women especially, that school runs period is a meeting period, is a time we hang out or gist or catch up and all that. Unfortunately for her, when she started her own school, our expectations weren't met because those that had promised that they were going to put their kids, some of them did not. and that influenced the decision of these other people that had promised that they did not be. So you started small, which for me is okay, but I think our expectations were very high based on the promises she had and gotten. And that's even disappointed her a bit and gave her health issues, serious issues. So most of the time, referrals or where your friends are doing business also matters.
Yes. So, but for now, that also come in place, referrals and all. That's when you're building, retaining customers and all of that. Is also another strategy on its own. So, but for now, we're talking about the buying behaviors. We're talking about, identifying your target audience and all. Of course, the people they hang out with is also important. Now, who do they trust or who do they listen to is also important. You need to know those people and all. And where do they buy? Do they buy online? Do they buy offline? Somebody like me, if I can buy everything online, I will do it. Honestly, I don't like going out. Seriously. So if you have my kind of person as your target audience, you should be more focused on taking out every obstacle that will hinder me from buying from you online. Anything that will hinder me from buying from you online, it means I'm not buying at all. So what will stop them from buying from you? Think about it ahead of time and have a response for it so that when they are coming, you have an answer. You have an answer to all of them. So I will send you this. If you need it anyway, just send me a message and then I'll send it to you. Print it. You print it and do the worksheet. Remember, you've gotten the knowledge. You should not be doing things the way every other business person who don't know how these things work are doing things. Your own should be different. So now we've talked about knowing your ideal customer in depth. Now that you have identified them, you have to create a content that they want. You are not creating content for yourself. The problem most people have is when they are creating content, they tend to create the content that they want. You are not the one consuming this content. So you have to create content that your target audience, the content they want. That is how you are going to, attract them. You create helpful tips, success stories behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, I talk about it all the time. It is very, very important. People want to see your process. They want to see how you're able to make it from point A to point B. They want to see your process. So show behind the scene, question and answer, have a response. Do frequently ask questions. As you're doing your business, take note of the question people ask you all the time and have a standard response for it. So whenever you meet someone with such questions, you address it immediately. And then create reviews and all of that. Create reviews. So the next thing is for you to use videos to stand out. I know, I talked about, if you're so used to writing, you do all of that and all. But things are changing. You understand? Things are changing. See the way Instagram is following TikTok, bomber to bomber, changing features and all of that. So if Instagram is doing all of those, they are reviewing their business, because of course it's a business of somebody. They are reviewing their business. Why won't you review yours? Years back, Instagram used to be a photo sharing app. You come on Instagram, you share photos and all. So, but now, since TikTok came in, Instagram came up with Reels, and then you see the way they are pushing back to back, pushing their competitors back to back. So, same way you as a business owner, you should evolve as well. You don't say because this is where my strength lies. Yes, focus on your strength. Start from your strength. While you learn how you can navigate other methods. So videos is one of the steps for you, one of the things you need to start doing to build your audience, build credibility. Like I said, people tend to trust you more when they see who they want to do business with. Do you understand? And Before someone can patronize you online, they need to know you. I put out this event. Let me give you an example. I put out this event and I made a call for VIP. You did not pay immediately. Why? Because you don't know me yet. This is my first outing. The next event I'll be doing now, I will have gotten people whom that is how it is. So people buy from you when they know you, when they trust you, and when they like you. Now, anything you're going to do to make sure you build your no trust-like factor, you do it. And videos is one of the fastest methods. When you show your face, you show people your processes and all of that, show them the reviews, they get to know you, know who they are doing business with, and know who they are doing business with and all. Now, engage with people. Engage with people. Engage with your audience. You see people saying that, I hear people saying that their audience are not commenting. How many times do you comment on other people's posts? How many times? You are not commenting on somebody's post and you're crying that people are not commenting on your post. You are not liking. You are not joining on. It was called social media for a reason. So it has to be social first. You have to put all of your seriousness by the side and have in mind to be social first before you now talk about the marketing aspect of it. So there is no way you come to social media, you want to make money on social media and you don't want to interact. It doesn't work that way. You have to interact. You have to, reply comments, join conversation. Be consistent. Be consistent. This consistency is, I know, especially for small business owners. I work for small business owners over the years, and I see the challenges that they go through. A small business owner is the one doing the delivery, is the one doing inventory, is the one doing finance, is the one doing delivery man. Packaging. You deal with printers. You are shouting on printer. You have not delivered this. You are shouting on the delivery guy. It's a lot. And sometimes by the time you finish all of these, you're so exhausted. And that is why in my community, in my membership, I have a membership platform, by the way. In my membership group, what we do is I teach my community members to batch create. It doesn't matter. You are overthinking this content marketing in your head. In reality, it doesn't matter if you use one clothes to make 10 content. Nobody's looking at you. Trust me, seriously. But, because you are looking at all of the details and all of that, and then go and, I'm telling you this, most of these skit makers that you watch their skit, they post every day and then you are happy. You see them posting consistent. They batch create their content. They create it in batch. You have a day that you schedule, and then by the time you have your content plan and all, and then you shoot the content that you want to use for the month. You can do it. You just lock down that day and say, this is what I'm going to be doing today. So it's part of the things we talk about in my membership. We have a day that will come together, batch create content and all, and then you know that you are done with your content. You are done with your content. So when you have all your content in place, nothing is going to make you feel so overwhelming because you have them in place already. When it's time you post them, you can even schedule them, and then it goes live as a time when it's supposed to go live. Now, we've talked about building online presence, right? Having a strong online presence, and then we've talked about the second one we talked about. Please take me back to that slide. I need to remember.
Attracting the right.
Yes, you people are following. Attracting the right audience. Yes. And the third one is what?
Turn your viewers into
Those people that you have attracted. First of all, you built an online presence, and then secondly, you have learned how to attract them to yourself. Now that you have attracted them to yourself, what do you do with them? You have to turn them into leads. You see that is a process. So you have to stop complaining that you have been marketing on social media. You have been doing the way the question they ask, I've been doing sponsored ads that is not converting. I'll ask how many days? I did for 5 days. For 5 days. You did sponsored ads for 5 days and you're crying that it's not converting. Meanwhile, you didn't put systems in place. If you put systems in place, it will work for you. Now, how can you turn these leads, those people that you have attracted, how do you turn your viewers into leads? You create offers, you create free guides for them. Remember what I say. Before people will buy from you, they need to know you, they need to trust you, they need to like you. There is a journey, there is a process. So now, how do you build all of that? You can create a free guide for them. I took a lot of time. In fact, 3 to 4 years back, I create a lot of workbook. In fact, right now I'm writing a social media marketing journal. It's going to be a journal. I'll be launching it before at possibly the end of this year, so that it will start. People can start using it from next year. It's going to be a very productive journal, like for your social media marketing. Seeing them, amazing. Now I do a lot of this. You see, worksheet. I have a social media strategy workbook. You can sit down and throw out your social media strategy yourself. Do you understand? I do all of this. Why? To build my trust, and trust and like factor. You create free workshop, create free assessment, you create free samples, free trials. You see these suya men, they do it a lot. If you go to buy suya, what do they do first? What?
Just.
They will give you small. When you go to buy kilishi, they will just cut small for you. They will give you to taste. Even if you don't want to buy, you see, they say, don't worry, even if you are not buying, just come and taste. It's a lie. Oh. In their mind, they want you to buy. The possibility, 80% of time, if you check, 80% of that, after testing, you will put your hand in your pocket and remove 200 naira. You say, I don't have money, let me just buy. That is how it is. So you need to have a way of giving your target audience tasting. Give them what I call tasting. Give them what? Let them have something to taste from you. Let it not be all about money. When you are starting, let it not be. Yes, I know you are in business to make profit. But if you really want to tap into the wealth of social media, when you are starting, you need to build your structures. When you do all of this, I'm telling you, you will build to the point that those people that have tasted, they will be your town crier. Anywhere they see posts, hey, I'm looking for somebody that sells, you say you are into what? Food items? Okay. And then you see people mentioning you. Why? Because they have had an experience of you. Yes, that's how it is. So have things in place that you can, give people tests and all of that. Have that. Now, where's my slide? Where did it take you to? Go back to the. Okay. Go. Now, remember we are talking about how you can turn your viewers into leads. Now, you need to have a lead collection system. Things have changed. If you are running adverts right now and you are running this advert to make sales direct, like you want people to just click on your advert and buy from you, things have changed. So the best approach for you right now is to have a means of collecting leads. Now you can have a simple landing page. It could be a simple landing page. It could be a simple sign-up form. Just a simple email and just a simple follow-up platform. How many of you saw the way I was sending you WhatsApp message? Okay, that's over 100 people that signed up. Okay, if I'm to be sending messages one by one to 100 people every day, do you know how much time it's going to take me? But I used a tool called Sellzone. That's what I use. Sellzone. That's what I use. It's an automated tool. It sends WhatsApp. In fact, it can. That was how you found me. That platform sent WhatsApp message to all my contacts. All. In fact, at the point I was apologizing to some because some people were like, who are you? And all because I wasn't aware. I just found out about the platform from my colleague here, and then he told me about it. I registered for the paid plan, and then I automated it to send messages to my contact. I actually wanted to send to my contact, but I didn't know that it will uproot all the numbers in the groups I belong to. Can you imagine that? Imagine that level of marketing. It sends message to all the numbers in the groups I belong to and all the numbers on my WhatsApp. If I'm to do that by myself, I'm not sure I'll be able to do that. But this tool did it. How much did I even pay? 10,000 naira for 1 month. It's so affordable. Very, very affordable. So if you're a business owner, I would also encourage you to invest in tools that is going to help you automate the process. Imagine you are in your workshop, or you go to the market to go and purchase, and somebody is making an inquiry, and there's a platform giving them response automatically. Do you understand? As a small business owner, you cannot afford the luxury of hiring extra hands. You cannot afford the luxury of hiring a social media, for example. If you want to hire me to market your business as a small business owner, it's going to like eat so deep into your pocket. For small business, I'm not talking about medium business and enterprise. Do you understand? So I recommend you make use of automation tools that is going to, help you work faster and work smarter. Yes. So have all of those planned. Now, take it up. Remember, we are talking about what? How to turn those your viewers into leads. Now, you have to use paid advert as well. I'm sure you don't want to depend on only the people you attracted through organic posts. I don't know how long it's going to take you. It will work if you want to be doing it. If you want to follow the slow motion with the organic post and all, it will work over the years. But sometimes you might get so overwhelming. That's my client. She's one of my clients. Wow, welcome. So it's going to get so overwhelming for you. Yes. Now, you have to use targeted adverts to attract as many people as possible. Then you have a simple direct messaging, and then send users to landing pages, like I said. Now, those leads that you have generated, how do you turn them to customers? Sure, you people are seeing the way I'm taking it step by step.
Yes.
It is not a rocket science, it's a process. Yes. How do you turn them into customers? You give them weekly, you can put them, of course, they are now in your platform. You give them tips. On Monday, you can give them what they can do. Like me as a social media marketer, I can give tips on what you can do to grow online, grow your business online and all. I give a customer story, give special offer. Once in a while, you throw up special offers. Do you understand? This is how you turn these leads into customers. By the time you throw up an offer, you see that they will start, grabbing those offers and all of that. Another thing, always have a system in place to remind them, retarget them, give them limited offers, share reviews, give them before and after. People want to see transformations. People love to buy transformations. Always give them before and after. Before Chiamaka came to my store, she has so much acne on her face. By the time I sold this skincare product to her, all the acne disappeared. That is the kind of story that people love to buy to. Now, oh, you're writing?
Yes.
Okay.
Please go
send the slide to you if you need it.
Okay. No, fine.
I can send it to you if you need it. Yes, if you need it, I can send it to you. So, but let's move so that we can, cover other things. I will send the slide to you. So have a structure. Oh, where are you? Okay. No, good. Step 5. So you need to have a structure in place to grow long term. Don't have in mind that you are going to run business and after 2 years you will stop. I don't know. Maybe you want to stop after 2 years.
I think that's where branding comes in.
Of course. Except you want to, but if you have long-term vision, you need to have a means of tracking what's working, your engagement, your website traffic, your leads, because you need to know where you are going to. You need to know what is working, where to focus your energy on, and what to do and what not to do. You need to understand all of that. Then, please, can you go? So, like I said, you also need to have a system in place to save time through automation. Facebook has a means for you to schedule your posts. I hope you know that. Instagram has a means for you to schedule your posts. I hope you know that. So, you see what I'm saying? You can create your content in that. You don't have an excuse not to show up. You don't have an excuse whatsoever not to show up. But create your content, schedule them. They will go live at the time that you have scheduled them to go. So you save time through automation, schedule your posts, make sure of that. Make sure that you have a system for sending out emails, SMS, WhatsApp. Don't just say you did an advert that you did a sponsored advert that it was not working. What did you do after the sponsored advert? Did you send messages? Did you give offers? Did you give reminders? The truth is, not everyone will buy from you immediately. Okay, let me give this analysis. How many times have you seen an advert, clicked on the advert and bought immediately? How many times? Okay, you? No, I'm talking about you as a person. Oh, even if you need it so urgently, you will see the advert and you click and buy. There are so many things you'll be thinking, so many things will be running in your head. Is this person a scammer? Is this person this? Is this person that? I'm not going to buy a bag. They should not run away with my money. You will go back. But by the time... Okay.
Yes. What happened was that I eat healthy. I'm into health and advise people on their diet because of illnesses or the challenges they are facing about their health. So I love organic food. That's what I eat. For 1 year, I have followed a guy that I never knew he's a scammer. Yes, because he has all the list of the vegetables, the fruits that I want, and it's only from Jos you can get that. So the following year, we started since last year, 2023. So last year, I now went into his, because the prices he gave are, is it ridiculous or too good to be true? Thank you. So, and I said, okay, I called my friend because I gave him a 30-day no cook food challenge in my group. So and I called my friend. I said, this guy, should we buy foods from him now that we are on no cook food challenge? She said, why not? Because she was the one that I said, these prices are scary. So what do you mean? So I don't want her to look at it that you think you have money, so the prices are too cheap. So I sent almost 93,000 plus to this guy with transportation, and that was the end I heard about him. So it's from there that I called her. We now put his number on Truecaller. We saw that 5 people have reported him. Yes.
So you see that experience. You see that experience. In fact, I wanted to make mention of this at the end of my presentation, but let me just say it now. I get so angry when I see genuine business owners not pushing their business. Do you know why? I'm a social media marketer. I see these scammers, they are so aggressive If you see the way they do sponsored adverts, if you see the way they are consistent, sorry, I'm angry. I'm angry, seriously. When I say you are genuine, you have a real identity. You have a business to show, you have a business to sell to people. And then you are not loud enough about your business. And you are allowing these guys, take a large share of the market. They are interrupting your target audience. Do you understand? You have all that it takes for you to be out there. Let me come out from this. You have everything that it takes for you to be out there, and you are not doing it. For me, you are not being nice. Honestly, if you are selling something that is quality and you know that this is quality and you're not loud about it, you are not nice. Why? Because you are allowing someone else who have an inferior product or a scammer, to scam people of their money, steal from people, and take money from people. Because if someone else who is also in Jos were to be loud as that guy and as well organized as that guy, you would have had a second thought. You would have compared. And she was following consistently. You can imagine the way they are so organized. No. Just Thursdays ago, when I was talking about social media marketing to my church members, I told them, I said, your business is an assignment to you. It's an assignment to you. So if your business, you're actually doing that business to help someone. You are selling healthy products to help somebody have a healthy lifestyle. You are selling food items to help someone feed well. I'm selling shoes to help someone, have a good look, to look good. So if I am not loud about my business, then I'm not nice. You're actually not doing what you're supposed to do. And for me, you're not nice. You're laughing. It's not a laughing. It breaks my heart when I see people get scammed online, because the genuine ones are not loud enough. They don't have the audacity to make videos. Scammers, they go online, they make videos, they run sponsored advert. Genuine people, they will tell you they don't have money to do sponsored advert. They don't have money to promote their business and all. And then we are allowing people who don't have what it takes to, disrupt our target audience and all of that. But not anymore. Right? Yes. Not anymore. So have a strong long-term goal. Set up on Google, use SEO, use blogging. My colleague here, he talks about blogging a lot. See, and it's a very good way to build long-term strategy. Yes, I'm sure that he will not end his presentation today without mentioning that. Yes. So let's go. Yes, SEO means search engine optimization. It can be on Google business profile. It can be on on your website and all. Even social media right now has an SEO on it. So in general, everything I've said here is a process, right? Yes. I've mentioned all of the processes to you. But then, if you are a business owner and you know that you want to focus in running your business and you want experts who are going to handle your marketing, of course, that is why I'm here. That's what I'm going to do. Do you understand? Yes. So this is part of our services, social media marketing. Like, we can handle your complete social media marketing. Write the content for you, create the script. I come with my video guys, we create the videos for you. And then I am behind the scene, we make the post for you, and then when it's time to run sponsored advert, I have a team, I have a full-blown team. I have a graphic designer in my team. We create professional graphics and all, and then we run the sponsored advert, we set up the automation for you and all of that. It is a complete package. That is one of the things we do. And then I also have what I call the elite marketing plan. This elite marketing plan it comprises of basically medium business owners and enterprise. This is where we take over your full digital marketing business, including setting up a website, having the SEO content, having a blog session on your website and all of that. That is what it comprises about. So when you want us to also design a website that converts to sales, not just any kind of website that has lead automations set up with lead magnets, things that people can click on your platform, on your website, and they can download a resource that is going to, propel them to give you their phone number and email address for you to subsequently pitch what you sell to them. And then if you also want a complete ads campaign, you want us to set up your ad, manage your advertising. There's something I do when I'm running adverts for my clients. I don't just run advert. I look into your business, I look into your page, I see what you are doing, I look at your content. If it's not good enough, I tell you, go back. Go and restructure your content and then come back. Because I want you to get results. You understand? I want you to get results. So we also make video content for personal brands. The best way for you to build your business on social media is to show your face. So if you can't show your face, we have a full team that can come in and create a video content for you that can also put up on your YouTube and all of that. And of course, we also have SEOs in place and everything I talked about. So scroll down the slide. Okay, so like I said, I have a structure in place for small business owners as well, where I teach. Okay, please put your phone on silent to avoid distraction. I have a structure in place for small business owners where I coach. In December I had a class, and these are what some of we learned about Facebook advertising for beginners.